Despite significant investments being made in the food and agriculture sector, favorable agroclimatic conditions as well as good soils and vegetation, Eswatini still imports 70% of food requirements. Eswatini food systems have great potential to unlock opportunities for sustainable and inclusive economic development, driving economic growth, creation of decent jobs, improving food security, improving health and education, as well as improving resilience to climate change. In 2021, the government of Eswatini, through the Ministry of Agriculture with the support of the United Nations Development System in Eswatini, convened a series of consultative dialogues, meetings and workshops reaching about 1,000 participants, some of which were live-streamed, reaching over 50,000 views on Facebook and YouTube. The dialogues identified limiting factors, challenges or barriers that affect performance of food systems in Eswatini. These were used to set objectives per industry, looking at the entire value chain for each commodity and discussing new and innovative solutions to succeed. These dialogues ensured contributions represented and reflected the diversity of stakeholders.
On behalf of His Majesty's Government, the Ministry of Agriculture would like to express its gratitude to the UN family for facilitating the national dialogues at a time when we were facing a dilemma that came with challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. May I also take this opportunity to appreciate the dedication and commitment of stakeholders, including the private sector, farmers, civil society, academia, and development partners, which led to the success of the dialogues, which played a pivotal role in sensitizing the country on the food systems approach.
The main objective of the consultation process was to improve the quality of the country's strategy on food systems development and its implementation towards comprehensively unlocking the potential of food systems to ensure sustainable prosperity for Emaswati.
The Kingdom of Eswatini is experiencing high levels of food insecurity, with 31% of the population anticipated to be food insecure in 2021. World Food Programme estimates that an average of 25% of the rural population in Eswatini experience acute food insecurity. Should no action be taken, this figure is expected to rise. Immediate and bold action is therefore required to tackle food insecurity in Eswatini. Food is more than what we eat. The way in which we produce, process, and consume food touches every aspect of our lives. Agriculture contributes to the achievement of many targets of the Sustainable Development Goals in the Kingdom of Eswatini. The government has prioritized agriculture and agro-processing in both its 2018-2022 strategic roadmap and the post-COVID-19 economic recovery plan. The UN family therefore applauds the government of Eswatini for its leadership in convening the Food Systems Summit dialogues under difficult circumstances. The rich, enlightening, inclusive, and highly participatory dialogues that were held are expected to continue beyond the summit, since the transformation of Eswatini food system is ongoing and crucial for achieving Agenda 2030 in less than 8 years. The Food Systems Summit offers exceptional opportunities for the Kingdom, in which we all hope that the discussions in which many have engaged recently will contribute to a well-planned, well-financed, and well-structured agriculture sector that ensures food security for all, new jobs for many, and especially for the 40% youth who are unemployed.
Farmers' organizations like us now have got a role to play in organizing the farmers, in making it easy for farmers to access farming inputs, in making it easy for farmers to sell their produce, and in empowering their organizations, be it cooperatives and associations, such that they are having the institutional capacities to contribute to the food systems.
Some topical issues which dominated in the discussions include the need to improve access to agriculture finance, organization and coordination of value chain actors, declaration of infancy in some of the subsectors to allow for growth without external pressure, exploring of growth hormones to improve productivity in the beef industry, improving access to land, decoupling conflicting mandates of parastatals, improve capacity of quality genetics in piggery, improve quality of extension service. Consider the introduction of GMO seeds, especially yellow maize, digitalization of agriculture information systems, catalyzing investment for processing of agriculture produce, and production of strategic food security crops in irrigated sugarcane farms.
Typically, we're a sugar company, so we produce sugarcane. But with sugarcane, we do replant about every 10 years, so it gives us an opportunity on that particular land that we could do something else between the time that we take out the crop and we replant the crop. So it does give us an opportunity to plant other crops, and we have planted maize and beans in the past. It's also a good nitrogen fixer. So we can be looking wherever there's an opportunity to plant other cash crops. And for us, really, beans is probably the best one.
The dialogues were meant to give a chance to all our stakeholders, which include farmers, processors, the private sector, and everybody in the agricultural sector, to make an input as to how can we improve our food systems to attain the Sustainable Development Goals. But when we are talking of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, it's not just about the goals, it's about the country achieving food security, poverty alleviation, and all other related issues like nutrition.
Based on the vibrant dialogues and building on ongoing initiatives such as the African Union Development of Agriculture, CAADP, National Agriculture Investment Planning Process, supported by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations through the Agri-Invest program, the water harvesting and irrigation programs, commercialization of agriculture value chain programs, ongoing food and nutrition programs, and the school feeding program. The dialogues dramatically elevated public discourse about the importance of food systems, leading to the achievement of the SDGs.
The government has prioritized agriculture and agro-processing in both its 2018-2022 strategic roadmap and the post-COVID-19 economic recovery plan. The UN family therefore applauds the government of Eswatini for its leadership in convening the Food Systems Summit dialogues under difficult circumstances. The rich, enlightening, inclusive, and highly participatory dialogues that were held are expected to continue beyond the summit, since the transformation of Eswatini food system is ongoing and crucial for achieving Agenda 2030 in less than 8 years. The Food Systems Summit offers exceptional opportunities for the kingdom, in which we all hope that the discussions in which many have engaged recently will contribute to a well-planned, well-financed, and well-structured agriculture sector that ensures food security for all, new jobs for many, and especially for the 40% youth who are unemployed.